Broadcasting live from Randy Jones Sports Grill in beautiful Mission Valley, San Diego, California. It's the Talk of San Diego.
Now, if one of you gentlemen would be so kind as to give my lady friend here a glass of cheap white wine, I'm going down the hall to find a can. I talk so much sometimes I forget to go.
Hey, guess what? This is Johnny.
And Ashley.
And she's taking a drink of her red wine there. And this is the Talk
of San Diego.
And today we are broadcasting live. You know where we're broadcasting live from, Ashley?
I do. Randy Jones' Sports Bar and Grill.
I know. And we have a special guest with us, and we're not going to tell people who it is first.
Oh, okay.
We're going to let them keep guessing.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so this person will give a couple of clues.
Okay.
Okay. They have a restaurant.
They have a restaurant.
Right. It is in Mission Valley.
It is.
In Hazard Center.
Uh-huh.
And this person that owns the restaurant used to pitch for a famous baseball team.
That's not doing so well.
Not right now, because no one's doing so well.
That did not do so well.
Right. Everybody is even right now. Everybody is winning. Everyone is losing. Even. Okay. So we're going to have this gentleman on our show today. But first of all, we want to talk about some of the other shows that we got going on.
Okay.
And where we're going to be.
All right.
Can you dig it?
I can dig it.
Now, last week, and you were on board.
I was.
We were on the Adventurous.
The Adventurous.
Ooh, did you have fun?
I had a blast.
I know.
I didn't want to get off.
And next week, you know where we're going to be?
I have no idea.
No idea?
Well, I mean, you told me, but I forgot.
I thought you got the memo.
I did.
Sweetwater, Harley
Davidson. Sweet.
Water. Harley Davidson. So that'll be fun because we're going to go down there. We'll have prizes, giveaway, pony rides.
Can I go for a ride on a bike?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
No, I have to go for a ride on a bike.
That was the deal. Okay. No ride on the bike, no show.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. So we're going to be going on a ride. And then in a couple more weeks, did you ever see the movie The Top Gun?
The Top Gun? I don't know about The Top Gun, but I've seen Top Gun.
Right, well, The Top Gun, right. And they had the sleazy bar scene there.
Yes.
Kansas City Barbecue.
No way. I had no idea.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be in a couple weeks.
Can we sing like famous Top Gun songs?
You could.
Didn't they sing a song in that
You Lost
part?
That Love and Feeling?
Yes.
They did that one. Do you sing?
No. I mean,
okay.
I'll pretend.
No, I know. Do you, you ever go to Coronado?
Yes.
You ever see that big hotel?
We've been to Coronado.
I'm drawing a blank at the name of the hotel, but it's a big hotel there. Well, right across the street from there is the boathouse.
Okay.
We're going to do a show from there, too.
Sounds amazing.
So that'll be pretty cool.
There's a Hotel Del.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah, I forgot.
But you're welcome.
Well, now, that secret guest, they've probably given things away here. But we're going to be doing those shows, and we got some great sponsors, too. I got to talk about some of our great sponsors. One of them, and you're going to see one of our commercials for them, and our two new sponsors. One of them is Low Cost Auto.
Okay.
And they're throwing balls around here, it sounds like. It's Low Cost Auto, and they're the folks I have to thank for getting me here. Remember, no loaded weapons.
Right.
And no crying babies.
I don't hear crying babies.
You didn't hear crying babies? Oh, someone got their foot stuck in the door. Hey, so they're the folks that got me here. Okay, they fixed my car. Low Cost Automotive.
So do they repair cars or do they sell cars for cheap?
No, they repair cars. I had my car to like 5 different people. Okay, for a month, and I took it to these guys, and they said, "Oh, here's the problem." And I go, "No, that's not the problem." They go, "No, that's not." And I told them, and they said, "You know what? That wasn't the problem." But they did fix the problem. So that's why I'm here.
So they found the problem.
They found the problem. They're on Main Street, and it's Low Cost Auto.
Okay.
And they're low cost if you don't have an expensive repair. And also, my buddies over at D'Amico Printers.
Okay.
Did you see my business cards?
I have not.
Oh.
Well, how come I don't have a business card for
Well,
the
you
show?
got to go over and talk to them, and I don't even have one.
What
Look.
is this?
Yeah, I know. But they made some wonderful, wonderful business cards for me.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, and I have them around here somewhere. So if you need any of your printing needs, you got to go see D'Amico Printers.
Okay.
They're in National City.
Okay.
And all that information is going to... So I had to talk about those two sponsors because they're my newest sponsors and they're two of my best sponsors, along with all my other sponsors. So I really appreciate...
everyone else is chopped liver?
No. If you go to the website, you'll see how many wonderful sponsors I have.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of them are eateries, but we don't want too many eateries because we're here at Randy Jones. We don't want to chase them down the street. Hey, Randy, what are you doing? Hey, go down there. So that's not cool. Okay. But if you go to the website and watch the show, you'll see all our great sponsors.
Okay.
And so, in a minute or so, we're going to have Mr. Baseball himself, Randy
Mr.
Jones.
Baseball himself. Is that his name? Is that a nickname for him, or is that a new nickname?
It is.
Well, it's a new nickname, but I'll take it.
You'll take it, Mr. Baseball.
You bet.
I like it.
And so we're going to have some questions and maybe some call-in. People will call in.
Oh, are we having call-ins today?
But you never know. You never know. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
On this show. So we're going to be taking a break in just a couple of seconds, and then when we come back, Mr. Randy Jones. What do you think about that?
Mr. Baseball.
I know.
Sounds great. Yay!
I don't think we have Nespas, just Hershey's.
The talk of San Diego. Comparatively speaking, it's not that bad, really. The kids love it. The kids love us. $10 Mall. It has it all. That's right, $10 Mall has it all. And all for under $10. We've got men's, we've got women's, we've got kids, and accessories galore. Makeup, scarves, watches, and all? That's right, under $10. So check it out. Go to $10mall.com now and start saving today. And be sure to tell a friend and earn extra bonus points. Remember, $10 Mall has it all.
Hi, this is Joe with Low Cost Automotive. We're located at 1421 Broadway in Chula Vista. You need batteries? We got batteries. AC Delco, one of the best batteries in the business. Hey, you need an oil change? We do oil changes. Hey, you need brakes? We do brakes as well. Hey, we also do maintenance and repair on classic vehicles. Whether it's changing your oil or changing your engine, we do it here at Low Cost Automotive. Whether you want a quiet exhaust or you want to rattle the neighborhood, we got both here at Low Cost Automotive. If you got one of these sitting in your bathtub and it needs to be rebuilt, bring it here to Low Cost Automotive. With today's cars, it's kind of like trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle. Here at Low Cost Automotive, we take the guesswork out. Hi, whether it's servicing your vehicle, maintenance, or changing your oil, we are here at 1421 Broadway in Chula Vista. Low Cost Automotive. This is Joe. Thank you.
How do I look so young? Quite simple. A complete vegetable diet, 12 hours sleep a night, and lots of makeup.
Hey, Ashley.
Yes.
I think that's our cue.
Oh,
We're back.
We're back.
I know. Hey, we're broadcasting live from Randy Jones Sports Grill. And as I may have mentioned to you earlier, do you know who's on our show?
Mr. Baseball himself.
Mr. Baseball himself, Randy Jones. Good afternoon, Randy Jones.
Howdy, Ashley. Thanks for having me on. Good to see you.
You are quite welcome. I can't imagine anybody that we would want to have on in the Randy Jones Sports Grill than Randy Jones.
Randy Jones.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm telling you.
Always a pleasure.
I'm telling you. So are you looking forward to the baseball season coming up, or are you have no interest in baseball whatsoever anymore?
No, I'm fully involved. Still in baseball.
Okay.
Have been for the last 25 years.
And what is your role? Is it strictly with the Padres, or is it with Major League Baseball itself?
No, strictly with the Padres mostly now. I do public relations work for them year round, and I do pre and post game radio during the Padres season. I have a couple of barbecue stands at Petco Park during the season. Sell them a little barbecue down there as well.
You know, I'm having the pulled chicken right here, and it must have taken them a while to pull that chicken because look at it. I mean, it's like ground, but it's pulled, and it's very, very delicious.
Thank you. Yeah, the portions are very generous.
They are
We
indeed.
try to do that, keep everybody happy. But yeah, it's just I mean, I love what I do. I mean, I've always loved the game of baseball and played it for 10 years. And, you know, upon retiring, I found myself, obviously we all do, we get dragged back into it just because of our devotion and our love for the game. And I found my little niche, you might say. And I really enjoy what I do. I don't have to travel anymore, guys, and I like that. I do everything from San Diego. So when the team hits the road and they go on the road, I get to go play golf and you know, kind of do the other fun things in life.
So did you start playing when you were a little kid, and so it's basically ingrained in your life now? I mean,
yeah, I mean, I picked up a bat and a glove and a ball when I was 7 years old, and that's when probably the passion for baseball started with me, and I've just loved it ever since.
When did you think you were going to be a pitcher as opposed to I would imagine when you started you were thinking of hitting the home run over the fence, or did you always think about being the pitcher?
I guess I was the unusual little left-hander that I loved pitching. I remember when I was 7 years old when I started, guys, we only played like a 10-game schedule when you're 7 years old. And
you guys didn't need the spiked coffee or not?
No, yeah, see, no. I mean, I don't think we even got nervous then. We didn't know how yet. But I mean, I pitched, I think, probably 8 of those 10 games when I was it was called Pee Wee League. And I mean, I just had a knack for the mound. I love pitching. Yeah.
And in your pitching days, if I may, was there one guy that came up to the plate and you said to yourself, oh no, not this guy again?
Yeah, well, I would say there's quite a few of them, but I would say like Steve Garvey, then with the L.A. Dodgers, was one of those guys. And probably the other one would be George Foster with the Cincinnati Reds. I didn't want to see him come up.
And that was during the Big Red Machine.
That was the Big Red Machine in the 70s, that's right. And yeah, if George Foster came up, I was just hoping that nobody was on base. So that way, if I did make a mistake, it only cost me 1 run.
So how fast was your pitch?
Basically, I didn't throw that hard. I'd throw maybe 85 would be my max.
And that's not that fast, right?
No,
I thought
no,
like
but I had a nice little sinker ball and knew how to change speeds. I was a ground ball pitcher, and I was able to, I pitched to contact.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I'd go out and like beat the Big Red Machine 4-0, and they'd probably get 21 ground balls. I just get a lot of ground balls, change speeds, move the ball around, had great control. And, I just continued to win ball games, and that's what it was all about.
Do you think your style of pitching would do good in today's baseball?
It would do very, very good if you could survive the process of getting to the big leagues. Yeah. I'm afraid with the radar guns and everybody's bigger, stronger, throws 90, 95 miles an hour. The little guy like myself that throws 85, and he doesn't overpower anybody, you just go out there and continue to win ball games. I think at this point in time when you're in college or even high school, you're overlooked.
Right.
Because nobody's going to pick you up because you're not going 95. So I think they would work very, very well. And you see a lot of that when guys maybe get a little bit older in their career and they lose that fastball, and all of a sudden they're topping out about 88.
Right.
But they've adapted and adjusted, and now they got a great change-up on a little breaking ball. They learn how to pitch a little bit more effectively.
So they can extend their careers.
That's right. And what I did is I just started my career that way. I didn't have to wait till I got old. I just started there.
So let me ask you, is there one player, living, dead, past, present, future, that you would have loved to have pitched to, but you never got the opportunity?
The one player would be Roberto Clemente with the Pirates. I got called up in middle of 73 to the San Diego Padres. And Roberto Clemente unfortunately passed away that New Year's of 73.
Right.
Giving aid down in the Dominican.
Exactly.
And of course, Roberto Clemente, a Hall of Famer, 3,000 hits. I never got to face that man. And might be the only one. I mean, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, all those guys I got to face. I pitched against them. The Mike Schmidts of the world, and got to compete against them. But the one regret was Roberto Clemente wasn't with us. I'd have loved to face him.
And how about anybody that came up to the plate that you loved to dust back?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. But I mean, I think most of them were Pete Rose. I just wore Pete out. I got him out so many times, and I drive that poor guy crazy. And he might have had 4,300 hits before he got done, but they weren't off me. And I just love picking on that guy. And it was a lot of fun. We didn't make enough money to really get too serious about it. We competed really, really hard and weren't afraid to knock people down. You got knocked down. If I knocked somebody down, sooner or later I was going to get dusted. And it's the way that we played the game. And that's kind of gone by the wayside now, but we would have played the game for a bubblegum card. We weren't making that much money.
Because it was for the love of the game.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And it was just great to compete. And like I say, face some of the guys that I got to face, I wouldn't change. Like squaring up with, Tom Seaver pitching against him or Steve Carlton. Just great matchups. Yeah. I mean, just great times. Just wonderful.
I want to ask about your experience coaching Zito, since I'm from the Bay Area Niners fan. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was interested. When I retired, I started doing private pitching lessons in my backyard. I built them out, and it was always a lot of fun. I enjoyed working with kids and helping them develop, a lot of the things that I didn't know as a kid. I thought, hey, it'd be great if I could teach them a little bit of this and even make them better. And Barry Zito happened to be one of those kids, and I worked with him for about 3 years when he was 14, 15, and 16 years old.
Nice.
And he just the left-hander, watched him grow, start throwing a little bit harder, but got really great mechanics. So, overall, it was great to see him.
Hey, we're going to take a break for a minute or two. Can you stick around and talk to us?
I'd love to.
This is Johnny.
And Ashley.
On the talk
of San Diego.
I served in the United States Air Force.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
In business as in life, you have only one chance to make a good impression. And your business card is your first impression when making that all-important call, whether it's sales or service. Do me a favor. Take your business card out of your wallet, your purse, or pick that one up that's sitting on your desk. How does it look? Does it say everything you want to say about you? Is it the first impression you want to leave? The only first impression you'll ever have? If not, give D'Amico Printers a call. They'll make sure you shine in a heaven of mediocrity. Even if it's just time to update your card or stationery, add your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn address, D'Amico is the place to go for all your printing needs. For more information, call 619-649-0004. Mention the Talk of San Diego when placing your order for our internet special.
Jones All-American Sports Grill, conveniently located in Hazard Center in beautiful Mission Valley. When it's time to relax and have fun with friends, family, or coworkers, Randy Jones All-American Sports Grill. You'll have an all-American great time.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
It's true. It's not a tumor. I checked it out. It's not a tumor.
Can I just say you have amazing dance skills, and I wish everybody could see it.
You like that?
But you're not on camera, and this is a radio show.
I know. I have a face for radio.
I mean,
there you go.
Randy and I.
I've heard that many times.
Dancing with Johnny.
Hey, you know what? This is Johnny.
And Ashley.
And we are out. You can hear my balls clicking in the background. But that's because I'm going commando today. Hey, we're out here at Randy Jones Sports Grill. And that's located in the Hazard Center in Mission Valley.
Is it Hazard?
I call it Hazard.
Hazard, Hazard.
But,
either one.
Yeah. The one person. And we're talking with Randy Jones, Cy Young.
Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball, but Cy Young Award winner.
Nice.
Tell us about winning the Cy Young Award, Mr. Jones.
Can you explain what the Cy Young
Well, it's phenomenal. When you're a pitcher, that's the epitome. It's the most elite award a pitcher can have. And I remember 75. 75 was really a good year. I won 20 games in 75. I was the first Padre pitcher to pitch in an all-star game. Won that ERA title, earned run average title that year. But I got beat by Tom Seaver. I came in second to the Cy Young voting. Tom Seaver won the Cy Young Award. And so I kind of set out in 76. I go, hey, maybe I can get lucky and, I could beat Seaver this year. And so I really, 76 was just a magical year. I had 16 wins by the All-Star break. And I'm talking about an under 500 team, mind you. Right. But the guys just seem to step up and play a lot better, every fourth day when I pitched. But, I won 22 games that year. I got to start the All-Star game in Philadelphia. Just a magical year. And it, like I say, won in 22 games and pitched over 300 innings and had 25 complete games. And he just had a phenomenal year. And I won the Cy Young Award. Kind of hefty goals, but you just know that for that one given year, I was the absolute, one of the best pitchers in the world. And that's what you chase. Your first dream is to get to the big leagues, be a big league ball player. And then once you get there, what are your next goals? What is your next challenge? And
is it a 20-game season? Is that your goal?
That's one of your goals. I mean, you just want to win and contribute to your ball club. But the 20 wins is always an earmark, especially in the old days. 20 wins, you definitely arrived if you can win 20 games. I guess one of the dilemma, if you win 20 games one year, then they expect you to win 20 every year. That might be one of the dilemmas of it. So maybe you're smarter just winning 18 every year and nobody ever expects you to.
So is there an award that you did not get being in baseball? Like you got them all.
I mean, there was really, that's the top award. And, no, I had a 10-year career, here in San Diego and with the New York Mets, my last two. But I think overall, that 10 years is a great career. And, I'm in the Padre Hall of Fame and Southern California Hall of Fame, where I grew up here in this area. And I'm not going to make Cooperstown. I only won 100 games total in my career, but the arm injury cut it short, and that just happens, and it happens in a lot more careers.
So if you were coaching now for the Padres, would they be doing good?
Yeah, they probably do be doing a little bit better.
Yeah.
In fact, this year actually, I'm going to spring training. I'm going to get back in uniform and be a coach during spring training this year. I've been wanting to do that, so I'm going to do it this year.
That's awesome.
That'll be fun. Go work with the kids.
Can I come and cheer you on?
Come on over to Arizona. We'd love to have you, Ashlee.
Now, what's the difference between the New York Met crowd and the San Diego Padre crowd? Did they really get on you more there than they would here?
Probably only about 100% difference, I would think, back there.
But at least they're polite, right?
Oh, yeah, they're just
I love New York.
I love those people.
New York.
They're passionate about any sport in their game of baseball, but they're not shy to tell you how they feel. And I love that. And I never got emotional about that. I mean, I loved it. Hey, when I stunk, they told me. And when I did good, they loved me. I mean, that's the way the game should be.
Right.
I love that stuff. It's good.
Now, what do you think about if you had the chance of pitching in the both leagues like they do now, interleague play?
I'm not big on interleague play. I'm old school, and I kind of like the idea that the only time you see the American League is in the World Series.
America.
I mean, I like that. Everybody's a little bit maybe too friendly now, and buddy. You're making the $5 million club a year,
but back then,
back then, no, we
you hated the American League.
Yeah, we wanted to compete.
Right.
I like that part. I like the edge. I like a little hatred.
Heck yeah.
It's a good storyline.
I love it too.
But I mean, like the old days, you mean knock somebody down, everybody at the bench is empty.
Did you guys play dirty?
Fighting, yeah, well.
A little dirty?
A little dirty.
Yeah, because I know the NFL was a little bit dirtier back in the day too.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a little bit dirtier.
You used to grease your uniform, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, we throw spitballs and cheat.
Oh man, sounds like good days.
Tick players off. There's all kinds of fun things you could do to, just irritate them.
Steal their signals.
Huh? Yeah, we try everything. And so, but I think overall that, I remember days knocking a guy down. He jumped up, grabbed his bat, and charged the mound. It was Bill Robinson in Philadelphia. He never made it to the mound. He turned to charging my third baseman, Doug Rader, tackled him, knocked him down. And so I get kicked out of the game for inciting the riot, so they kicked me out. And the next day in the paper, there I am, I'm standing on the mound, and there's like 5 or 6 fights all over the infield. I started, but everybody else was beating the hell out of each other.
That's awesome.
I still got the picture. I love that picture.
So to go out and celebrate a win, would you go out to the bars and just take like 10 shots of whiskey back to back? Were you a big drinker to celebrate?
No, but we'd probably take those 10 shots over about 3 hours, 4 hours. Not real quick, but I definitely celebrated, quite a few victories. Yes,
awesome.
Ma'am, I did.
I love drinkers.
Who were some of your roommates?
I only had one roommate. A gentleman named Dan Spillner. He was another pitcher, and I had him as a roommate for 4 years of my 10, and I never had another roommate. That was the only roommate I ever had.
They wouldn't let you have one?
I didn't want one. Nobody. I felt sorry for him. I guess the rest of the players needed their rest, and they didn't want to hang around a starting pitcher because I only worked every 4th day. So I mean that gave me 3 days to do whatever I wanted,
including drinking whiskey.
That could be dangerous.
Where was your favorite city you wanted to play in? Other than San Diego.
So many. Actually, I really
San
enjoyed
Francisco.
Houston. I like the Astrodome and going to Houston. I mean, I've always been outdoorsy. I love horses and that Western stuff. And I'd always go to a place called Cutterville's there and buy my boots and all my country Western gear. And also they had ice cold Budweisers, long neck Budweisers.
Long necks?
Yeah, during the day, so you could go in there and get an ice cold Bud and buy your boots. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I go to the ballpark.
Did you get to meet any like presidents or famous people that you were?
I met President Ford at the All-Star game.
Nice.
And I'd met Ronald Reagan in his day.
Very cool.
You know, those two presidents. And, yeah, I met some amazing people in my travels and in my career.
What's the weirdest autograph you had to give?
Can we talk about that on the radio?
Go for it.
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. I mean, I've been around a long time and, you know, signed a lot of autographs. There's probably nothing that I haven't signed. And just let your imagine, well, maybe there is one thing. I haven't taken a guy's jock off yet, but yeah, but we typically over the years, and I mean a lot of, you know, even young ladies would try to embarrass you and come up and ask you to autograph this or that. And I never batted an eye, never turned red. I just autographed it and smiled.
So how long have you been married?
42 years.
So you were married while you were playing baseball?
Oh yes.
And so you were a good boy?
I was a good boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, I'd have my fun, go out, talk shop. I might have a few, I call them social sparklers, a few drinks, you know, more all, but, you know, then, yeah, the ladies, I had a special one at home that was my high school sweetheart and still is.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Still my best friend.
Oh.
Well, Randy, we definitely want to thank you, number one, for being on the show.
Absolutely.
And number two, for letting us do our show at your amazing restaurant.
Anytime you guys want to come back, you're more than welcome, guys. I love having you here.
You might not be able to get rid of me. All these TV screens, I love sports.
I know.
You're on a diet. You haven't even ate yet. You haven't even tasted the food yet.
Well, I'm on a diet because I'm doing this 90-day challenge.
Have a salad.
Yeah.
The dressing, come on.
Put oil and vinegar on it. Get over it.
Okay, fine.
Come on.
But the diners are my team, so I don't know where I'm going to watch the game. My food's going to be packed.
But you know what? We're going to take a break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we'll have some more interesting people. Not as interesting as Randy Jones.
No.
But they'll be on the show.
Guys, thanks for having me.
You're quite welcome. This is Johnny.
With the Talk of San Diego.
You're watching the Talk of San Diego, making San Diego a better place to live. Oh, please, come on.
The Talk of San Diego would like to remind the viewing audience that this is Breast Awareness Month, and we here at the Talk of San Diego are doing our part for this very important cause. Are you looking for style, grace, and comfort? Then Sofa King San Diego has the answer. Sofa King San Diego has thousands of styles to choose from. With name brands from around the world, Sofa King San Diego is the place to go when it's time for a change. With locations throughout San Diego, it's Sofa King easy to find us. Sofa King San Diego can provide payment plans to meet just about everyone's budget, and that makes buying Sofa King easy. So remember, we're not just Sofa King, we're Sofa King San Diego. Just go to sofakingsandiego.com. Now open in Descanso.